The contentious debate between the top Democrats in the race for president comes at a key time for Texas voters. A lot of you are going to the polls now for early voting. We want to get insight on the impact of the debate and some of the other big news of the week in Texas politics. We're joined by Jeremy Wallace from the Houston Chronicle and John Moritz from USA Today Network. Welcome.
No, glad to be here.
Great to be here, Gus.
So Michael Bloomberg had been rising in the polls here, but do you think his performance in the debate might shift some things here?
I think so. I think he's basically had Texas to himself from since he got into the race in Dallas in December, and so since then he's been on the air constantly, had it all to himself. But now you saw these other candidates being able to take him down a few notches, particularly with the African American voters in Texas and particularly in Houston. We really saw that Bloomberg was trying to make a really big effort there, talking about apologies for stop and frisk, and that's what you heard on debate night. Them trying to remind all the voters out there that Michael Bloomberg was part of this policy that they should be offended by.
Yeah, and Elizabeth Warren came out strong on that debate, and of course she's got the backing of Texan Julian Castro. One thing that debate did perhaps is reinvigorate Castro's run for vice president if that ticket should emerge. So yeah, Bloomberg definitely had a little bit of a momentum stop. I think Elizabeth Warren is probably the beneficiary of that. And we'll see what the Biden vote does, but right now that's where the talk is.
Yeah, but Bernie Sanders is campaigning in Texas this weekend, and he has been leading in some polls here in Texas. Do you see him or any of the other candidates getting a boost after the debate? I mean, you talked a little bit about Elizabeth Warren, but really...
Well, Bernie's base seems to be solid. They're with him, thick or thin, hot or cold. And he is strong in the polls. Interestingly enough, he's probably less percentage-wise than he was 4 years ago against Hillary Clinton in that narrow field. With the wider field, that little base looks pretty good.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. It's like as the alternative to Bernie Sanders, the fight for who that is. We thought it was Bloomberg for a stretch. We thought it was Biden, months ago, and now you see Klobuchar and Buttigieg trying to compete for that as well. So you have four candidates who are kind of splitting the not Bernie lane, right? And then you have the Bernie lane, and Bernie's being able to hold on to that. And as long as the others, spread themselves out, is presenting quite the dilemma for Texans as they watch this, play out. It's like, who is the kind of candidate that better fits Texas? If it's not Bernie, there's four choices.
It's almost as if Texas does not know how to act in a primary, because typically it's settled by the time it reaches us, and we are an afterthought. I think the exception might have been 2008, Hillary versus Obama. But now, Texas Democrats are kingmakers.
In this case, we could really decide this race. When you think of the number of delegates that are available in Texas, we have 228 pledged delegates. Whoever wins the majority of those on Super Tuesday is probably going to be leading the delegate count nationwide. So there is a lot at stake, and Texas just hasn't been in this role before. We were, in 08, we had a little bit of a role, but it was further into the primary process. We haven't been like a table setter early on, really since like 1988 was the last time we had a shot to really define the race. And this time, Texas voters will actually define the Democratic presidential nomination right here on Super Tuesday.
And we'll control the news cycle on Tuesday night, too, because California comes in very, very late. The East Coast news shows, 10 our time, 11 their time, is going to be all about Texas.
All right, Jeremy, John, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Always a pleasure.